Deb.
I'm here.
All right. There we go. All right. So we up. We in business. So hey, first of all, I want to welcome you. I want to welcome you to the show, the experience where we get in depth. We talk about a lot of good things. I have a lot of my friends come and hang out. And tonight's topic is black women in the music business. And I know you my girl, so I wanted to get you on the phone because I know you got a lot to say about just black women and the direction of where music is going and that kind of thing. But what I do want to know is, um, why do you think it's so hard for black women to make it in the music business?
So I'm not going to give the obvious answers that you'd want to hear that is a male-dominated business because I'm not there. I think it's because they're too catty. A lot of them is because they're too catty.
When you say catty, you mean the women are catty or the?
Yeah, they messy. They messy.
So what do you think, as far as it being so hard for them? What do you think it take there for women to really get in the business and really get things going like how you did with Nicki Minaj when she first started?
Well, when I started with Nicki, we can't really kind of use that scenario because the game has changed drastically from when I had her. Then it was really hard. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't really easy, but now times is different. Like there's so many things that you could do on your own that you don't need a building. You do not have to have a building for. Um, Now that you have all of this internet stuff and viral things that wasn't going on there, it's just different. So I don't know how to say it. I don't know how to say it that way because it's different from what it is then. I think that one is that you can't personalize a lot of things. That's a big thing that you can't do. You have to be ready to fight and not personalize a whole bunch of things. But it's more or less for me, I can only talk about me really because I just associated everything that I do as my family and it became my children when they came with me. So it's like by any means necessary, whatever it is that you have to do, you do it. And they can't do like the first time somebody yell at them, they fold and they run backwards. You have to be ready to really get in there and fight and let them know I'm standing here. It don't matter that you hanging and I got a split. You feel what I'm saying? But it's like you standing there and ready to like take on whatever. It was a time that one time it was crazy because all the men was talking around me. And I jumped up on the table like if I was an ape or something, like, yo, I'm here. What's up? Like y'all talking around me. So
Right.
I think a lot of it has to do with where you are, where you are and what do you want to do. I think here's another thing I want to talk about management. When people start talking about their managers, that's like such a word that everybody uses so loosely.
Right.
People don't need a manager if you don't have a career. And just
Right.
because you have a manager does not mean that you don't have to do anything anymore.
Right.
And that's a big mistake that a lot of people make is that they feel that, well, if I have a manager, then I don't have to do nothing. You got to get me shows. You got to make money for me. You got to do all these things for me. And that's not what it's really about. And then they also have to know that just because you go into the studio and make a record does not make you an artist.
Right. Right.
So I think that getting into all of that kind of stuff and talking about those things is a whole lot better than talking about Nicki or any of the rest of that kind of stuff. It's talking about where that artist is, where you are, and what does it take to become an artist, and how responsible are you, and what responsibility are you willing to take on.
So
And
so what
what
a
are
lot
you willing, and also a big question that you can ask them: what are you willing to sacrifice to get to the top?
right. So what's one of the mistakes you think a lot of the female artists are making right now? Not just only in Atlanta, but around the world, like as far as trying to get in the industry.
Selling sex.
when you say that, elaborate. Like, cause a lot of times, you know, a lot of girls, they need to hear that from you. Like, what do they not need to be doing? If you say they selling sex, like, what do
It's
they need
like
to be doing?
it's really what they do now is a lot of soft porn. You're not getting no real talent. You know what I'm saying? It's like that's just mine. I want to see somebody like when they up there and they do it. I want to see your talent. I don't want to see you naked. I don't want to see your ass shaking. Like that's being done more than you giving me what it is you're supposed to be giving me. Show me that you're talented. You know, like here's something. Here's my next venture, right? So I just bought a female football team. I need more than one. Me too. So I just bought a female football team.
Right.
So when I talk to people, you know, like when they talk to me about the team, the first thing they talk about is this lingerie football. No, sweetheart, this is pro football. They're going to be getting a check just like a pro football player. But I
Right.
want my girls dressed. We all want them dressed. The WFLA, our girls is wearing real uniforms. They're not wearing some booty shorts and a bikini top. You understand? And people have to know that when you want people to get up there, you want them to know who are you, who you are, and know what are you selling. So if you're sitting up there with a badass, no clothes on, what you think I'm looking at?
Wow.
Do you really think I'm listening to what you're saying? And that's the thing that's so important. But let me just explain this to you.
Right.
Here's the thing that's going on right now.
Okay.
So you know that every 10 years the game changes.
Right. Correct.
We started off strong with the women. Strong. And for some reason they can't seem to hold it down. Here's the next problem. All of you guys will work with each other. No matter what it takes for y'all to do with each other, y'all will work with each other. Y'all can have beef and still get a song, still get a thing. Women come in off the bat. I'm not fucking with that bitch. That bitch thinks she this, she that. Oh, she thinks she doing this. Oh, she's sleeping with that one. You worrying about everything but getting that bag. No unity.
But
No unity.
even when you say that, Deb, you do got some that have exceeded in the business, like the Rihannas and the Beyoncés. Like
Rihanna and Beyonce is different. If you're
right. I mean,
talking about the rap
what I'm
world,
saying,
if you're
what I'm
talking
saying,
about, hold on, if you're talking about the rap world, that's something totally different. The rap world and R&B is two different things. They're not the same.
well, we just talking about just as female artists, just as a female artist, whether it's R&B or rap. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So
Well,
like,
R&B has, you know, they hold different standards. So if you notice that the standards for an R&B artist is totally different from a rap artist.
right.
So if you want to go tip the tap one by one, then you could kind of do that.
And the reason why I wanted you on, because I know you work in a circle where like you work with us, you work with a lot of men. You work with a lot of men in the music business. So how difficult is it for you, like balancing that? You know, being that you are a woman and you deal with a lot of men in the industry.
You know, even though I'm not intimidated by none of you guys, you know what I'm saying? And I don't think about it. It's crazy that you asked me that because earlier today, somebody asked me that question. I was talking to somebody and they was like, Dev, how do you work with these guys and still do it? And it's not now because I'm older, because, you know, I've been in this game since hip hop started. But
Right.
I always demand my respect and I keep it business. You understand what I'm saying? It's like nothing gets personal with me with them.
Right.
This is what I want and they know what time it is. And I'm about my money and they know that. So
money.
it's not as easy as I'm sitting up here making it sound because there's times that I go through things because men could be as catty as women could be.
Right.
You know, and as a matter of fact, I've gone through more things with men with the gossip and the lies than I have with women.
Right.
So it's just a game, period. And I think that, you know, if you really want to look at it, it's like I'm a hustler.
Right.
You know, and it's sometimes it's hard to explain because there's some things that I went through and I sit back and laugh because I don't believe I just made it through it. It's like, wow, there's times that I have doubts on me. I still go through things. It ain't that I'm so cocky that I feel that I'm so untouchable and nothing can happen to me and nothing, like nobody can touch me and all these things. I forgot the roles that nobody can touch me and this is how this is. No, I got my moments that I go through things. I'm 100% woman.
Because at the same time, you're a mother at the same time. So
Right.
I know that, and that's why I asked you that. I led into that question that way because outside of just dealing with men, you also have you also got a son that's in the business, and you ran a business, you got a
Yeah,
radio
but what you
station.
fail to realize, I have 3 sons that said it.
Right.
One engineers, and Wu was in it way before Waka.
Okay.
You know, so it's like it's not even just them, and I think that that's another thing. But remember, I told you that when I do things, I keep it like family, and it's a gift and a curse for me. It helps and it hurts, if I'm making sense to you. You know, so I'm everybody's auntie sometimes. Like everybody look at me this way. Like I'm just everybody's auntie and like, oh, she could do this, oh, she could do that. But I got my times that I go through things too. I'm not telling you that everything is peaches and cream and everything is good because I'll be lying. I'm not
Right.
telling you that I've walked through every door and made everything I want to happen happen. I'll be lying to you. I had to fight and I had to demand things. I'm still doing that to this day. I still go through things.
Right.
So even being a woman and being a hard woman, which is kind of bad also, because
Right.
people categorize me a certain kind of way. But I love hard. I
Right.
love real hard, and I can't help who I am. I can't help that. Sometimes I don't even like the hard ways, but I don't have a choice. I've been
But
responsible for people damn near all my life.
but do you think the music business made you hard, or do you just think life itself was one of the
Life
major
is,
factors?
you know, life itself. The music business ain't make me hard, just life itself. You know what I'm saying? My daddy made me hard. That's
So
where it
so so
started.
so so you would say you built for this.
Right.
So
Right.
that
And then that's why, honestly, that's why it's so hard to explain it because it just comes so natural for me.
right, and I noticed that about you because I was like, that's what I was saying. Like you been in it, you know, on so many different levels where you did it from a record label and even like just give me your experience in TV, how you got started in the whole TV thing.
Oh God. Mona, helping Mona with love and hip hop. I was only supposed to be helping. I only was supposed to be on there one time. And it just generated to me being on period.
So a lot of like even now when I deal with a lot of female rappers and that kind of thing, they want to use a lot of them always say, hey, I want to get on love and hip hop so I can get that promotion, that look. They want that look. What would you say to young female artists out here right now that want that look?
They need to run, and that ain't the place to get a look from. Not there. Thank you, baby. I'm gonna give y'all my attention in 1 second. I'm about to be out this door out the store.
I know I caught you while you were shopping, so you know I'm
That's all right.
grateful
I'm
that you
multitasking, and it's okay. See, that's another thing, right? We so equipped, and it ain't just because I'm telling you I'm built for it because of me coming up hard. What a woman fails to realize is that she's a multitasker. You know what I'm saying?
right,
That's in her DNA already. Being a mother, being a wife. You understand what I'm saying? Have to do business. You have to do all these things. A woman is supposed to know how to do all these things. That's
right.
why the industry should be cakewalk for her. She just got to know what she wants.
Hey, Miss Deb, can
What's
you
up,
hear me?
Funky? Hey, baby.
How do you feel about a female running for vice president? Black female.
You know I'm pro woman, Funky, so you know I'm the wrong person to ask that. I root for Keisha. I'm pro woman. I just wish she wasn't running with who she running with to be the vice president.
I got you. I got you.
But I still root for her. That's a woman.
Right, without a doubt. Black
Yeah,
woman
that's
from
right.
Georgia. Yeah.
That's right.
Mm.
It's just that, you know, the thing it is that's so funny. I'm setting up this thing now to do a woman to woman tour. And all of this stuff kind of fits in knowing your place and knowing who you are as a woman is really, really important. But a lot of these things, they don't know, honestly. People might look at people and think that they know things, but to do better, you got to know better. And that's just so real. When I first
That's
got
real.
in here, it's crazy because we was talking today. I was at the dentist and I was talking, me and him was talking and discussing some stuff. And people was talking about how it feel to be a millionaire, right? And I said, in what time? What time are you talking about? Because the first time I made it, I lost it quicker than I made it. Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Okay.
Your phone is a little low though.
Funky, could you hear me?
X.
Yo,
Cut her microphone up.
I can't turn the mic up. Deb, can you hear me?
She just sound far away a little bit, X. Can you hear me?
I'm not.
I can hear you. I can't hear her.
Ashley, can we get back on at 9?
Deb, I can't hear you.
Ashley, can we get back on at 9, X?
Can't hear her. I can't. I don't even know if she hear me, Funky.
So let's get back on at 9. Just text her.
No, hold on one second. Both of them. She said she can't hear me. Deb, you might have to log off and log back on. Log off and log back on.
I can't hear.
I can hear a little bit. Yeah. No. What? Hold up. Is it one? Is it something else in there? Okay.
I can't hear.
Now I can hear you now. I can hear you now. Say something, Deb. Hold on. Why does shit won't unmute?
Okay. Hello?
I can hear you now. Can she hear me? Deb, can you hear me? Oh shit. Funky.
I'm here, big dog.
Yeah, hold up. I'm gonna see if she logged back in. Can you hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear.
Huh?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I'm
Can
gonna
you
see
hear
if
me?
she logged back in.
Our signal ain't good over here. That's why you see me going in and out.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah.
That's why I was trying to get to the crib right quick. So
We had a good conversation going on. I hope she come back.
I would say you had to schedule it when she get home. She on
I
the
got
way
a
home.
time for getting from 8 to 9. Hold on.
I'm gonna log in on my phone while y'all doing this.
Okay.
It's like a better signal.
That should be their signature grade.
That should go. Hold on. There.
Okay, could you hear?
Yeah, I can hear you now a little bit. Yeah.
I don't know what's going on.
Your mic real low. Hey Deb, just get home, just go get home and call me. We'll just get back on at 9. When it comes to see me.
That hurt.
Okay. Okay, so get